is Tiffany Baker.
Hello. Gays Against Groomers, Grandparents for Kids, and Fair Douglas County Chapter are each political conservative activist groups. This fall, the Douglas County Captain for Grandparents for Kids, G4K, gave public comment applauding the school board for passing conservative revisions to the parent and family engagement policy. Tonight's public commenter from G4K alleged that the District Accountability Committee is not representative of our community. However, a recent member of the DAC was just elected to your Board of Education. She led by thousands of votes. G4K and Fair Douglas County Chapter public commenters tonight have made it clear in their public comments they do not agree with the current DAC, that revisions to the parent and family engagement policy should be amended. The board, however, did not follow statute when implementing these revisions without involving their board committee. G4K and Fair are being promoted by the anti-LGBTQ group, Colorado Parents Advocacy Network, CPAN, who recognized our superintendent with a champion award last year. CPAN has been partnering with far-right groups like G4K, Fair, and Gays Against Groomers that promote anti-transgender rhetoric, accusing public school teachers of being rapists, transgender cultists, recruiters for the transgender cult, and critical race theorists. They believe the government is trying to take away all rights from parents by using public schools as a tool to indoctrinate, groom students for pedophiles to take advantage of, and then put in medical clinics to force vaccinations and do surgeries such as gender reassignment. They also advocate against mental health screenings and school counselors. These groups and members like Deborah Flora build fear in their members that public schools are for the destruction of the nuclear family in order to reach critical mass force to ultimately promote taxpayer dollars funding their schools of choice, including homeschooling and religious private schools. G4K and Fair Douglas County Chapter have been very active in advocating for book bans in Douglas County libraries, so it's no surprise to hear their local captain thanking the board for making anti-trans revisions to the parent and family engagement policy, such as allowing people to misgender trans community members and notifying parents on students' identity, which could possibly put them in danger if their family is not accepting of their identity. Remember, when advocacy groups call themselves non-political or nonpartisan, the reality is usually the opposite. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. That concludes public comment. Without exception, we will take a recess.